Howdy. I just stumbled across this title, so I haven't read it yet. So let's do it together. I'll try my best. In massive galactic discovery. That's really odd. In massive galactic discovery. Anyway, Webb spots super old galaxies that shouldn't exist. It's bananas. Or they just don't know what they're looking at. Redshift and stuff. Houghton Arp. In a new study, an international team of astrophysicists has discovered several mysterious objects hiding in images from the James Webb Space Telescope. 6 potential galaxies that emerged so early in the universe history and are so massive they should not be possible under current cosmological theory. Each of the candidate galaxies may have existed at the dawn of the universe roughly 500 to 700 million years after the Big Bang, or more than 30 billion years ago. They are also gigantic, containing almost as many stars as the modern-day Milky Way galaxy. It's bananas! Yeah, I think at least now everyone's alarm bells should ring very loud. Yes. Wake up, people. You know, it's bananas, said Erica Nelson, co-author of the new research and assistant professor of astrophysics at the University of Colorado Boulder. You just don't expect the early universe to be able to organize itself that quickly. These galaxies should not have had time to form. Maybe you just got taught really the wrong things. I'm not a scientist or whatsoever, but I know about that stuff. I learned about it. I'm learning all the time about it. There's so much information about this. It would take many years, or it will still take many years until I, would call myself educated in that. But I know about the things. She doesn't. And saying it's bananas is quite well proof for that. Nelson and her colleagues, including first author Ivo Labbe of the Swinburne University of Technology in Australia, published their results on February 22 in the journal Nature. Yesterday, I guess. The latest finds are the earliest galaxies observed by James Webb, which launched in December 2021, and is the most powerful telescope ever sent into space. Last year, another team of scientists spotted 4 galaxies that likely coalesced from gas around 350 million years ago after the Big Bang. So, just to put it in perspective, there was no Big Bang. So these 350 million years, or whatever years they use, is probably totally wrong. These objects, however, downright skimpy compared to the new galaxies containing many times less mass from stars. Yeah, they don't understand gravity either. So, if they're talking about mass, they don't really know what they're talking about. The researchers still need more data to confirm that these galaxies are as big as they look and date as far back in time. Their preliminary observations, however, offer a tantalizing taste of how James Webb could rewrite astronomy textbooks. Yeah, how much more evidence they still need until they come forth and said, yeah, sorry people, we were wrong. We are really sorry. We were wrong, and we are really eager to learn. Let's see how many pictures still they need. Another possibility is that these things are a different kind of weird object, such as a faint quasar would, which would be just as interesting, Nelson said. Fuzzy dots. There's a lot of excitement going around. Last year, Nelson and her colleagues, who hail from the United States, Australia, Denmark, Spain, formed an ad hoc team to investigate the data James Webb was sending back to Earth. Their recent findings stem from the telescope's Cosmic Evolution Early Release Science survey. These images look deep into a patch of sky close to the Big Dipper, a relatively boring, at least at first glance, region of space that the Hubble Space Telescope first observed in the 1990s. Nelson was peering at a post-stamp-sized section of one image when she spotted something strange. A few fuzzy dots of light that looked way too bright to be real. They were so red and so bright, Nelson said. We weren't expecting to see them. She explained that in astronomy, red light usually equals to old light. Yes, redshift, Halton Arp. Maybe I should send her a link. The universe, Nelson said, has been expanding since the dawn of time. In order to get a sense for time, you probably need day and night, and it might have been so that there hasn't been always day and night on Earth, at least for a time. The Golden Age. There was no day or no night. It was the same all the time. And everything was thriving. Anyway, as it expands, galaxies and other celestial objects move farther apart and the light they emit stretches out. Think of it like the cosmic equivalent of saltwater toffee. I have no idea what that is. The more the light stretches, the redder it looks to human instruments. Light from objects coming closer to Earth, in contrast, looks bluer. The team ran calculations and discovered that their old galaxies were also huge, harboring tens of hundreds of billions of sun-sized stars worth of mass on par with the Milky Way. Yeah, that's quite many. Hundreds of billions. Tens of hundreds of billions. These primordial galaxies, however, probably didn't have much in common with our own. The Milky Way forms about 1 to 2 new stars every year, Nelson said. Some of these galaxies would have to be forming hundreds of new stars a year for the entire history of the universe. Nelson and her colleagues want to use James Webb Telescope to collect a lot more information about these mysterious objects, but they have seen enough already to pique their curiosity. For a start, calculations suggests that there shouldn't have been enough normal matter, the kind that makes up planets and human bodies, at that time to form so many stars so quickly. If even one of these galaxies is real, it will push against the limits of our understanding of cosmology. Yeah, so maybe the easiest way for them is just to say that, yeah, there wasn't anything, it was a glitch. Nothing to see here. Seeing back in time. For Nelson, the new findings are a culmination of a journey that began when she was in elementary school. When she was 10, she wrote a report about Hubble, a telescope that launched in 1990 and is still active today. Nelson was hooked. Yeah. I was a bit older than 10 years old, but I wrote about the Lens Castle in Switzerland and its story about the dragon who got killed. And in order to hail the man who killed the dragon, they built a castle. And I was hooked. Anyway, it takes time for light to go from a galaxy to us, which means that you're looking back in time when you're looking at these objects, she said. I found that concept so mind-blowing that I decided at the instant that this is what I want to do with my life. Yeah. Even I could blow your mind once again. The fast pace of discovery with James Webb is a lot like those early days of Hubble, Nelson said. At the time, many scientists believed that galaxies didn't begin forming until billions of years after the Big Bang. But researchers soon discovered that the early universe was much more complex and exciting than they could have imagined. Check it out. Message from your angel. Yeah. I think that's a sign. You know, the signs are everywhere, so you can think whatever. But now I have this commercial here, whatever that is. Padre. Means probably father. There's a sun inside. Yeah, angels are probably plasma discharges in the sky. Feathery filaments of plasma and stuff like that. But I take this message as I have to write to this Nelson person. Let me be her angel. Yeah, I will write her, and if she responds, I will tell you. But I don't expect any response. You know. Your guardian angel has a message for you. Oh, all right. Even though we learned our lesson already from Hubble, we still didn't expect James Webb to see such major galaxies existing so far back in time, Nelson said. I'm so excited. For more on this discovery, read massive Webb Space Telescope discovery defies prior understanding of the universe. Yeah. Yeah, I think I write her. Let's see if there's any response. Does she know about the cosmic web? How is it possible that the cosmic web looks like it looks? If it would expand, we would expect that it would go like much weaker outside, but there is no outside. Yeah. Defies prior understanding of the universe. Now let's see if they are willing to learn. What do they do if someone provides them with some knowledge? Maybe I'm not the only one. Hopefully I'm not the only one. If there would be hundreds of people writing her, putting links to her about the redshift and stuff like that, would there be any change happening? Would she come forth and then, yeah, thank you very much, people, you helped me so much about the understanding of our universe? And I have to admit, obviously, what I got taught about that prior was wrong. Let's see if there's anything happening. Yeah. But anyway, I leave it here. Thanks. Bye. This is stuff I do. I write to people. I don't tell you every time when I write to someone, or but this time I tell you. I'm gonna write her when I got time for it, and let's see if there's any response. Interesting. I don't expect anything. It's just the mail goes and it's done. Maybe another seed planted. Maybe like these kind of messages go straight to some spam. I don't know. But anyway, thanks. Bye.